It's going to be the Sacramento Kings tonight, 39, 24-1. That is no fluke. That is hard work. And that is you guys coming in here being the sharpest chat I know, bringing winners, bringing the energy. Also, Squad Ride 1, Providence, great. Fuck me. They win games, they cover games. It's fucking annoying. Mikey Over's coming on. Might have changed the odds. Maybe that'll change everything. Maybe I'll be a Providence guy. Maryland out to a fat lead. They have 75 votes already. And we're going to absolutely attack the college basketball card today. Winners only. All right, so we're Mormons tonight. We're going to be soaking with our winnings, okay? And we're 42, 24-1 in squad rides. Wayne Wade alley-ooping it left and right every fucking day. Let's go BYU. We're soaking in the winnings. It starts tonight with Manhattan, +5. The Jaspers, they get it done at home for the squad ride. Let's end the best fucking week we've had on this goddamn show so far, all right? Why not us?
There we go.
+115. Boom. You know why? Because I trust the squad ride, and that shit prints.
Hold up. Gotta unmute yourself.
Goats are muted.
There you go.
10-4's in chat.
There you go. I don't know if your mic's plugged in, but
yeah, why isn't that working? Little weird. But BTL episode at 196 piece. Hold the damn fry, Jovan. Hold the damn fry. All right. How about that World Baseball Classic last night? Nuts.
Electric.
Absolutely electric. Absolutely freaking electric. On fire. All right. L Mike, great. Okay, I'm gonna have to change this. Goods. Jovan, why don't you talk about the World Baseball Classic and how cool that was to see Mike Trout and Shohei, and I'll be back on here in a second.
Yeah, you got it. That was about as electric as it gets. I mean, Trout Ohtani, 3-2, 2 outs, 1-run game. There's really no other way that game was going to end. Let's be real. And yeah, we kind of knew it was Japan. I didn't pull the trigger like Krabs, but you couldn't root for it. You couldn't do it. And yeah, Cream Frazier, you're 100% right. That was a crazy sequence. Just watching him pump 100 down the middle of Trout, a couple pitches in a row it was awesome. And then you finish him off with the slider, which was crazy. And yeah, it was like it was out of a movie. It was like, for the people who were saying because of the injuries or because of whatever that the World Baseball Classic shouldn't be a thing, crazy takes. I don't understand those. But it was awesome. Absolutely awesome. I really wish before now it was kind of hyped up more than it is, but I think it's got people's attention now. So I look forward to it. I think Manfred confirmed that it's coming back in 2026, which is awesome. So I'll be looking forward to that. Hopefully, I mean, at least with the U.S. team, we get more players to play in it, especially pitchers next cycle, or I guess it's 3 years. Because, man, that pitching staff was atrocious. And I guess it bit him a little bit last night, having to start Merrill Kelly and bring Kyle Freeland out of the pen in a championship game that's just wild. Yeah, 102 in the dirt and wiffle ball slider is nuts. That's why he's so fantastic at what he does. Yeah, they definitely need their arms there. They need to match that lineup. But it goes for every level. I mean, it's really tough. Yeah, Fat Girls in a World Baseball Classic game with your country's legacy on the line. We went to Kyle Freeland and Merrill Kelly because we didn't have a choice.
Yeah, what's up with that? They don't have anybody better than that?
I mean, the pitchers don't want to pitch, which I guess to some degree, like I get it. It's a lot different for position players and pitchers to play in this right before the season, but it's tough. Get over it.
It's tough to win when you got Merrill Kelly starting and you got Kyle Freeland coming in middle of the game.
Yeah.
Tough.
Whatever. I mean, this isn't even a question. Respectfully to the country, it's not even close.
It's the Rays. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Come on. TBH, I don't want my pitchers' teams there, so I get it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's fair.
They could take any Nats pitchers they want, though. Patrick Corbin. Might need him.
If we had Corbin starting in the World Baseball Classic Championship, that would be wild.
I mean, we might as well have saw Patrick Corbin pitch last night, Kyle Freeland. So, same person.
Yeah.
Same person.
Not bad.
You don't think he's as bad?
Kyle Freeland?
Yeah.
No.
Kyle Freeland was a nasty rookie, great second year, and he's been ass ever since, to be honest with you. He's been pretty bad the last 5 years.
He's bad. I mean, he still has it in him. And I mean, I would say, throw Corbin and Coors.
It was just the Phillies offense doing anything, sure.
Yeah. And I'm not saying it was the pitching's fault that they lost that game, obviously.
Right.
We're just talking about the team in general. Like, I would love to see more pitchers pitch.
I mean, yeah. All you need is an ace or two, and they're winning that thing easily. You know?
Yeah, I mean, they would have been a lot more dominant throughout the tournament. It was obviously an offensive lack of production that lost the game last night. It wasn't the pitching's fault, but it would have been a completely different makeup of the team.
Okay. As a Reds fan, I gladly allow their rotation of playing it, sure. What a good fan right there.
Yeah.
Kelly over 2.5 Ks at minus 1,300, great look, sure. That was actually a real thing?
Yeah, I mean, the people went on FanDuel and saw that his alt lines, I guess, were wrong there. They're minus 1,300, so Prize Pick square, and they're like, yeah, this must be free. Surely he's going to pitch 2 innings.
Yeah, he got yanked. That was the Merrill Kelly we've seen years ago. That was not last year, Merrill Kelly.
Yeah,
that's for sure. He needs to figure that out. What's the difference in the guys throwing in their spring games versus them coming and getting their work in the WBC? I think the argument for injuries is insane. Same shit can happen in spring training. I agree, Hannah, but it's definitely a little bit different. It's definitely a little bit more intense. A lot of times those first couple weeks in spring training, these guys might not even be throwing 100% or really going more than an inning or two. In the WBC, I think you could go up to 90 pitches was the rule or something. I know a lot of teams had their own cutoffs at 60, but it's a little more intense. It's definitely a little bit added mileage on the arm, I'd say, compared to just a normal spring training. So,
yeah, it's
probably why.
This guy's ramping up that quickly. I mean, yeah. I don't know why it's directly 2 weeks before the season, week and a half before the season. Mm-hmm. I feel like it should be a little more towards kind of the January window, personally. But I mean, you'll probably still have the same issue. I don't think guys want to ramp up that quickly to these high stress innings. Yeah.
Aaron Judge would have been nice to have. He had to fan the bench with his strikeouts. Swing and a miss. Keep the boys cool. Then I'm
Imagine if you could take the Judge under home run in the World Baseball Classic.
I mean, that would have been free.
Yeah.
Free. Gosh, how about his home run prop going down to like 42.5 on FanDuel's?
It's weird.
What's up with that?
Well, I mean, it looked to me, I didn't look through every single one of them, but it did seem that a lot of them were a couple lower on FanDuel than other places. So, I mean, for people who are locking the futures and you want maybe a little bit of value, if you take overs there, unders pretty much anywhere else, it's not a bad middle place to be. But for Judge specifically, hanging his lower number, it's probably know what they're doing.
Yep. Krabs, that's a fire shirt. Appreciate it. This was before my time. I was negative years old when we won the Super Bowl. Maybe one day. We should have the Commanders sold any minute now. Literally any day. So I'm stoked. All right, we've got a big day today. We've got, obviously, Squad Ride, obviously, Best Bets, guys. We're going to go over the CBI Finals. We're going to go over the NIT quarters. And we're going to go over our favorite plays for the Sweet 16, which starts up here tomorrow. Half the games tomorrow, half the games Friday. Should be a great 2 days of action, right? We just need to get there because today sucks. Plain and simple. Just giving it to you guys straight. Today blows. We got to make do, though. All right? And how about them Badgers? How about them Badgers last night? I was one bet away. I was in North Texas overtime. No overtime away from a sweep yesterday. We're heating up. We've won 4 days in a row. Nobody's stopping us. All right? We had 2 bad days the first 2 rounds. Everybody freaks out. Everybody wants to root against the Crab, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Go ahead. Root against me. Okay? You're going to lose that battle 9 times out of 10. We're coming with the heat the rest of the week. We're sweeping the squad rides, like I said earlier today. And I'm hitting all my bets tonight. I already got my 3 plays. All right? So let's move on. Why don't we dive in? Let's start fucking getting over these plays, all right? And, yeah, shout out the Blue Jackets last night. Jovan, never in doubt.
Legacy.
Never in doubt. Great call there. Okay? Great call there. I was watching the game. It's on my local channel. Super easy to watch. Yeah. Not a good start. But you know what, Jovan? Not how you start, it's how you finish. Okay? I think some people can learn. They can learn some things from that. All right? Down 3-0. Who gives a hoot? All right? Come right back and win that game outright. Boom. That was maybe the worst goalie and defensive game I've ever watched in my life. I don't know if you watched that game, but it was atrocious.
Some of those goals, I mean, especially the Blue Jackets letting in were horrendous. But yeah. Got through it.
Yep. 12-piece Krabby Nuke job. Come on now. We all know that's not hitting. Why would we even waste our time on that? Okay? We can barely hit 3 pieces. God. Why don't we start in the CBI, Jovan? We got the CBI championship tonight. This one means more than most. Mia Khalifa step bro taking the court one final time for Charlotte. Rooting for him. Going against Eastern Kentucky, the 8 seed. Charlotte was the 2 seed, I believe. 3 seed. 3 seed here. Charlotte's been taking care of business, right? Jovan, you talked about it when they're laying, 4.5 to 6 points on the spread. They've been covering all season, not just recently, but their last 3 games also fall under that threshold. When they're laying a couple, they're covering. But look at what Eastern Kentucky's doing right now, Jovan. It's pretty impressive. They've covered a bazillion games in a row. They've won their last 3 games. They put up 91, 89, and 108 in their last 3 games. All wins, all covers, all 2 out of 3 of those were dogs. Pretty impressive to me, especially that game last night, which was insane. Wow. Probably the best game all week in college basketball. Nobody's talking about it, but Southern Utah and Eastern Kentucky going to double OT last night. Jovan, if I was a betting man, I'd probably be betting on Eastern Kentucky being a little bit tired today. Maybe coming out a little sluggish. I mean, they've been playing games every day for the last week. They just played a double OT game where they put up a legacy performance just to pull out a win, scrape through, get by. I have a feeling they're waking up today. Those knees are feeling a little heavy. Yep. Those legs are feeling a little sluggish. Yep. Now they got to go up against a Charlotte defense that's pretty damn good. A team that really likes to drain you, slow you down a little bit, limit the possessions. That's what Charlotte does. And this game's going to go under, in my opinion. The total is ludicrous, is ridiculously low, we'll say, for an Eastern Kentucky game with how many points they've been putting up recently. And it's moving down with less bets in handle than 50% on the under. So grab it while you can. Open up at 136. It's at 133.5. That's the number that I got. All right. We're taking the under. I think Charlotte covers this game and wins just by looking at the spread. And if they have to cover and win this game, it's going to have to go under. So I'm backing that instead of taking the spread and going with a low-scoring battle, just what Charlotte wants tonight.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I like the under. I just cut the shit, and I'm probably going to go straight for Eastern Kentucky TTU with 64.5 because I think it's going to completely rely on them. And to be honest with you, it's kind of like what was it? Not the last game that Charlotte played, but the one right before that where we were kind of on opposite sides of the total because I thought Charlotte was going to score. I wouldn't be surprised to see them score here. So I do like the under. I think it's going to hedge more on EKU not scoring. So I'm going to go with that, but I like your angle too. It's one in the same.
Holy smokes. Matt's saying their last 3 games have all gone to OT.
Yeah, last 3.
Bro. And he's saying all the last 3 totals were sharp unders, and they all went over because of OT, obviously. They probably would have gone over anyways because of how much scoring was going on before OT. And now you're dropping a 130 piece? A 130-ish total? I know it's against Charlotte, but my goodness.
Yeah.
I guess Eastern Kentucky's luck runs out today is kind of what I'm getting out of that. And if Charlotte puts up 70 points and wants to spoil this under, I'll charge that to the game. I'll believe that when I see it. Charlotte doesn't like scoring. They like winning with defense. You know? Yep. They actually prefer not to score too much. Okay?
Yeah.
All totals are gone over. All totals are gone on my book right now except for the first half. That's weird. Burns bets. Maybe give it 10 minutes, brother. Maybe they're taking the lines down, reset them or something. I don't know what's good with that. All right? Any other thoughts in the CBI championship tonight, Jovan? 5 o'clock Eastern time.
No, not too much. Charlotte's laying 5.5, so you know where I lean.
Okay. Charlotte, but we're both on the under in some capacity. I've got the full game under. You've got Eastern Kentucky team total under.
Yep.
Sure. All right. Let's move on to the NIT, the games that people could not stop talking about, going bonkers. I couldn't sleep last night. I was so excited for these games. No, that's a joke. I was in REM sleep, getting ready for Thursday and Friday. Cincinnati and Utah Valley, and then we've got UAB and Vanderbilt. Actually, that's the first game at 7 o'clock Eastern time. These are the quarterfinals, Jovan, so I'm assuming there'll be 2 more games tomorrow in the NIT?
No, it was the 2 there yesterday for the other quarters.
Oh, okay.
UNT Wisconsin.
Yep. So those teams move on. Good call. UNT, crazy overtime win. Fuck them, though. Should have gone under, whatever. And then Wisconsin, do they face off?
I don't know what the bracket looks like.
Okay. Somebody in chat will know. But today we've got the other 2 quarterfinal games. UAB Vanderbilt should be a great one. I mean, Jovan, I grabbed plus 1.5 for UAB this morning. Plus 1 this morning. Now they're at minus 1.5. I mean, they opened up plus 2. They're about to close minus 2, maybe more. Pretty wild, considering how good Vanderbilt has played recently. Pretty crazy. And I know UAB is a public favorite, right? They've got Jelly Walker. Everybody likes betting on them. Hasn't really come through this year, yada, 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 whatever. Jelly Walker made it pretty clear on Twitter before this tournament that he was not done yet, and they've still got something to prove to the school. And he's got something to prove to all the haters, pretty much is what he said in a tweet before the NIT started, when he was getting chirped for not winning that championship game to get in the big tournament, right? I think Jelly Walker goes out tonight and dominates. I really do. Vanderbilt's great and all, been playing really well recently, but they can't guard a parked car. It should be a decent matchup for UAB and their backcourts. I know Vanderbilt's backcourt likes to score too, definitely offensive first. Not too worried about defense. Jelly Walker's freaking points prop is at 22.5. My goodness. He's probably going to go off today, and UAB's going to win. Love the line flip, love the splits. UAB is a better coach team, in my opinion. I'm taking them. Love the line flip.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I'm going to be attacking definitely some props in this one because not just both these offenses are very good, obviously, but since Vanderbilt has been without Liam Robbins, there's a very specific kind of formula that I've taken in all of their games. I've been taking guards against them, or their own guards, because they've been driving to the paint a lot against teams that are not good at defending the paint, which UAB is not. When you talk about their perimeter defense, kind of allowing those dribble drive penetrations. So Tyrion Lawrence over points is going to be on the card. And then they have no rebounding presence on the inside. So what else is going to be on the card? We're going to take rebounds for the opposing team, which today is Trey Jamison at 9. So that's kind of the formula I go with. And obviously Jelly Walker's not a bad look either. I don't mind that. But I think those are the best two looks I can give there. Wouldn't be. I mean, Trey Jamison is coming off of a 16 rebound performance. I honestly wouldn't be shocked if he's pretty close again.
Jay Miller, 46 in chat. Vandy odds to win the NIT are suspiciously low. Jay Miller, let us know what the odds are, if you can, if you got them up. And by suspiciously low, do you mean short? Like, do you mean they're like almost minus or close to a pick 'em? Let me know. I need to know what's good with that because that scares me a little bit. I was looking at the odds before these games, before the lines flipped, and the futures did not line up with the line flips. A little weird. A little weird. And it's not like UAB. I mean, UAB might be a spec public, but Utah Valley is not very public. Weird.
There we go.
Just hammered all those props. Sure. Let's go, Devin. Let's go, Devin. Anything else in UAB Vandy?
No, I think we got that.
Okay. Cincinnati, Utah Valley. Cincy opened up -1. Utah Valley now laying 1.5. Pretty wild. I grabbed the ML in between that flip at around a pick'em. All right. Thoughts on the under? I like it. I like the under. I like the under in all the games today, to be honest with you. But I like Utah Valley at home. First game on ESPN ever, I'm pretty sure, at home. Somebody was saying on Twitter earlier. Pretty wild. Cincinnati, nothing special, to be honest with you. Underperformer all season. They've been playing good, obviously, throughout this tournament. But I like Utah Valley at home to get it done here. I love the line flip, obviously. And Cincinnati was seeded in this tournament, the 4 seed. Now Utah Valley, an unseeded team, is the favorite here. They might be home, whatever. But I love that flip. I love the splits. And Utah Valley's been a good basketball team for the last couple of years. So they can hang. They only have 8 losses this year. I like the Valley today. They get it done. They win.
Yeah, I don't mind them. Probably not going to play anything on this game because I don't want to play probably the 2 exact same scenarios in both games. I don't like doing that. I guess my one caution, like if I had to pick a game where the line flip would not matter, it would probably be this one because I've seen Cincinnati, who is, I guess, better defensively than some people think against these teams. Like we talk about teams who have run and the type of teams like they play in non-conference. So out-of-conference teams that are obviously not on their conference schedule. They've defended better. They can score on them as well. So, I mean, offensively, I don't have any question of what they're going to do, really. It's just a question of how well is Utah Valley going to shoot the ball and get to the rim. So, I worry about that a little bit, but I'm certainly not taking Cincinnati.
FanDuel has Vandy winning the NIT at +400 and UAB at 650. Great. That's a little weird. Utah Valley 13-0 in the last 13 first halves at home. Yep. Saw your tweet earlier, my man. That's a great little factoid, to be honest with you. Doesn't really affect my bets in the game, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. They should win this game at home. Love the line flip. Total's going down. Cincinnati's offense pretty damn good. Landers Nally, we know he's a stud. Julius, right? He's really good. So with that total going down, I think that's a good sign for the home team and the under and the favorite. Now Utah Valley, right? Utah Valley, nothing special. They don't really have like a stud on their team. They've got Latrey Darthard, who's pretty good. Justin Harmon's pretty good. And Trey Woodbury's pretty good. 3 guards who all average like 13 points a game. Pretty reliable guys. Older dudes. Been here before. Latrey's actually from Denton. Pretty cool. Yeah. But, yeah, these guys are seasoned vets, juniors and seniors, and ready to go. They know how to win at home. They'll take care of business tonight against a Cincinnati team that's all over the place. Cincy could probably beat anybody randomly with Landers and DeJulius going off, and they could lose to literally anybody, too. They could lose to the freaking Mount if they played them and played bad. So, weird team, sketchy team. With that line move, we fade. We fade. All right? That's what we got today in those 3 college basketball games. All right, guys? Pretty gross, but we're almost there tomorrow. Tomorrow, we need it like air. We need these freaking Sweet 16 games. Speaking of these Sweet 16 games, though, speaking of them, Jovan, I want to go over these Sweet 16 games that start up tomorrow, and I would love to go over, your 3 or so couple favorite plays you like. I could do mine as well, and we could kind of go over what we like so far. If people are looking to lock in their bets early before the lines move anymore, they can do that. But, I mainly just want to see where your head's at, for these games come tomorrow. Let's see what we
Yeah.
got. Let's see. How's the screen looking? Looking okay?
It's looking all right.
All right, cool. Well, you get us started, and we'll go back and forth. We'll take turns. But what is your favorite first play of the Sweet 16 round?
Yeah, I mean, we can start up at the top because I know we have some differing opinions on this game. I'm still riding out Kansas State in this game, which I don't know. It's probably a little public. I haven't seen the splits, but I can only imagine. But I think the splits for this game are going to be very deceiving. We're talking about the run that Izzo's had so far. Fading his own march, I feel like a lot of people are tired of it as of now, and I'm not willing to get there yet. This Kansas State team is good. I think it's another game kind of like Kentucky where they may start off, I don't know, a little ugly offensively. I think Marquise Noel's not going to have the fantastic game that he did kind of in the second half of that game either. I think they'll defend him pretty well, but at the end, I think they match up at pretty much every other position pretty well. So I think this is kind of same situation as like the two games today. I don't feel comfortable taking a line flip in two games that look very, very similar, and I do like UCLA quite a bit more, so I'm sticking with Kansas State.
Mm. Okay. Well, I definitely disagree. My favorite play of the weekends will be Michigan State, probably on the ML. But hey, to each his own. I don't think Tom Izzo's ever lost in the Sweet 16 rounds. That's
Nope.
something people have been talking. I haven't fact checked
Undefeated.
that, but if that's true, that's freaking wild. I will say though, Kansas State, not surprisingly public. They are
Yeah.
65% of bets, 61% of handle, and we saw what the spread did. There's actually even more bets in handle on K-State ML. So they're going to be public. It is what it is, but public plays hit sometimes. All right. Yeah, Krabs and Wiley collab play, great. I like the Spartans. I really do. Jovan, I like what the Spartans have been showing me the last couple weeks of the season. To be honest with you, I mean they have their closer in Ty Walker. That guy can get a mid-range bucket whenever, wherever. They've got Joey Hauser, who has not been shooting the ball great, but he's making up for it on other sides of the court and picking up the pace defensively and getting to the rack a little bit too. So he's doing okay. Hogard and Akins have really stepped up. Same with Malik Hall. These three guys, these role players who only average around 10 points a game, but these guys have really stepped up recently. And Jovan, to be honest with you, man, I don't really know who's going to be able to cover Sissoko, and I know he only plays a little more than half the games, but I mean, Dave Nagesson, is he going to be matched up against Sissoko? Because if he is, he's going to get his lunch money taken. I mean, kids from VT, I'm rooting for him, but that's just not a good matchup at all. He's not set up for success at all in that matchup. And I think it could cause issues. We saw Michigan State have a lot of success in their last games, getting to the rack, getting to the free throw line, and then once the teams had to kind of adjust and get ready for those attacks towards the rim, that's when they started taking some open threes and taking some mid ranges mainly because they really sucked at threes the other night. That's when Ty Walker and Akins kind of got hot from the mid range and started shooting it up. So this team can beat you a couple different ways. Not a good matchup for Nagesson in the paint for Kansas State. Tom Izzo doesn't lose in the Sweet 16. I love the line flip, not public. That's why I love these Spartans tomorrow. Favorite play of the Sweet 16.
Fair enough.
So somebody's winning. But we're on opposite sides there. All right?
Yep.
I know you locked in Jovan freaking. I called him earlier today to see what we were going to talk about today. He's like, yeah, my finger just slipped. Locked in K-State future. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was an accident.
Yeah, oopsies.
I mean, I've bets on them advancing to every round at this point. It's just
Okay.
what I did from the beginning. Just added a little extra, them to hoist the trophy at the end.
Okay. We'll see. I'm a believer in Tom Izzo and Michigan State winning the whole thing. That's my last future I locked in. Michigan State plus 3,000 to win it. Shorter odds than K-State. A little weird.
Yeah, they're favored.
A little weird.
They're favored.
Yeah, they are favored. I don't really know why they're favored. I think we can both agree that's a little weird. I know it's Tom Izzo in March, though, but it's a little weird.
Hey, they're, 4-point underdogs at Kentucky or against Kentucky?
Yeah, no respect.
Yeah.
Zero respect for K-State. All right, we move. Arkansas, UConn, anything there?
No, that one's a weird game. I want to stick out of that, but
Okay. What about FAU and Tennessee? You like anything in this game?
I think Tennessee rolls.
Ooh,
I
that's
think
not
this
good.
is another one that's probably going to be a little more popular than you expect, but I'm still riding kind of what we've seen, I guess, odds wise, first of all, from Tennessee in this tournament. They've always been getting a weird amount of respect. We saw it play out in the Duke game, but FAU against these teams that have been like they haven't really faced a real defensive challenge yet this season, other than North Texas, which they're great, but they're certainly not the length and athleticism that they're going to see from Tennessee. So I don't know if I'm going to play this one because it's probably going to be very popular and very public. But once we get to tip off tomorrow night, wouldn't be surprised if you see FAU quite a bit. But
Mm.
yeah, like Marty's saying, I think Tennessee is going to bully them certainly on the inside too. I mean, Vlad Golden is certainly 7 foot, so he's going to cause them some problems. Probably rebounding the ball. He's probably going to do a decent job shot blocking, but he's not physical enough. So I wouldn't mind it under here, like somebody's saying.
Mm-hmm. I like FAU. I like the points. This spread should be 10. It's half the size it should be. Not a good matchup for FAU. Best defense they faced all season. On paper, should get absolutely suffocated and strapped up like a freaking boa constrictor. On paper. Janelle Davis is great and all. Maybe he can get his against that backcourt and there's Kai Ziegler to strap up. But, I mean, I don't really know why the heck this spread's at 5.5. Does not make a whole lot of sense to me. I'm going to back the Cinderella story. I'm going to back Janelle Davis, and I'm going to back FAU and the Owls to cover the 5.5. I am. Definitely very public. Tennessee is so far 64% of bets in handle on the spreads, and it is the most heavily bet money line of the Sweet 16 so far, with about 81% of bets in handle on the ML. So not really surprising there. We know they're going to be public. It's Tennessee against a fake school, right? I'm back in the fake school. I'm back in the trendy dog. Even though they're not public, they are a trendy dog, and trendy dogs have been paying in March Madness. So I'm not changing it up. I'm back in Janelle Davis, and I'm taking the stinky line because they're going to start hitting.
There you go.
You said you're still up in the air if you're actually going to play Tennessee in this one?
Yeah.
Or are you going to play?
I don't know. Well, because I mean, I was looking
to see how public FAU gets closer to tip.
Yeah, that's kind of my plan. It's also, I mean,
Yeah.
I know they're playing FAU, and it's a much different matchup than Michigan State, Kansas State, but they're a team where I look at a lot of these futures and I say, you know what, that seems kind of like the Sweet 16 line that we looked at with Duke being in their path. Seems a little short. So they're sitting like plus 120, which is comparable to some of the other, the 2-1 seeds are pretty minus money, and that's the only one that's close.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm going to see till tip, see what we get.
All right. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a little surprised to hear you're on, K-State and Tennessee, but, I don't have a crystal ball. So
I mean, I will say, I mean, I don't want to call it bias necessarily, but it's kind of stuff that I identified at the beginning of the tournament that I'm still riding out. So, like, I like K-State's path to make a run at the beginning of the tournament, staying that path.
Right.
Tennessee, we saw the weird odds, and they've kind of shown it to this point, so I'm riding that out as well. And I obviously don't hate the matchups for either of those teams, so it's more that. That's definitely part of it.
Okay. All right. How about the Zags and UCLA line back to 1.5?
Yeah, still sticking with UCLA.
Okay. What if that line keeps creeping? Not saying it's going to, but what if it did?
Yeah, if we see a full flip, I'd be a little scared. I would.
Okay. I'm still seeing a couple twos, so I don't think you're going to get that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping not.
And I'm kind of with you too. I think as long as the number doesn't cross the opener of 1.5, like as long as we don't start seeing some Zags plus ones or those stupid plus a halves that are meaningless and look like their value, but they don't do anything. It's literally just to pick them. As long as it stays on this side of where it opens, I still think UCLA wins. I need to see how public they are right now, but I mean, Gonzaga beat these guys by 20 plus earlier this year. UCLA is public. On the spread, UCLA's public, 52%, 64% of money. On the ML, though, which is probably getting more bets with the spread at 1.5, probably. Gonzaga's a spec public, 59%, 60% of handle.
Yeah.
Okay. So pretty much a coin flip, pretty much 50-50, but maybe a little bit Gonzaga public. I don't know. You'll probably see some more Gonzaga tickets flow in. Although I don't know, because UCLA is a fan favorite too. I don't really know what people are going to
Yeah,
bet in this game.
I don't
What
know.
is chat like in this game? Because I know, I mean, you love UCLA, I love Gonzaga, so we're definitely a little bit biased here, even if it's subconscious. What does chat think about this game and these two teams? You know, spread aside, who do you guys think wins? Because it's a 1.5 point spread. So, who do you guys think wins the game? Revenge game from 2 years ago? Sure. How about revenge game from earlier?
Yeah, it's probably going to be a popular narrative.
What do I use to see bet percentages? Well, I love using Vissen splits. I love using Pickett splits. Smaller sample though, but at least it's accurate data and we know who it's from. Those are the two best ones I like using, I'd say. All right. A couple others. Covers.com is pretty good. UCLA more grit. UCLA Bama Natty. Ooh.
Click on
Guys,
that game. Click on that game and look at the points props. I'm pretty interested to see.
I don't think I'm going to have points props up because I'm in Virginia.
Oh.
You know?
Okay.
Can you pull up?
I can pull them up.
Okay. Yeah, you can't bet on player props in Virginia on the books, guys. Super weird.
That's weird.
So that's why Prize Picks is so freaking pivotal for the kid. Because I can bet on VT, I can bet on college props, I can bet on this, I can bet on that, I can bet on some of these, some of those. Damn, UAB down to a pick 'em. What was it at earlier when we were looking at it? Wasn't UAB a favorite?
UAB?
Yeah.
I thought they were +1 for a
They
while.
were +1 when I got them earlier, but
Yeah,
I was seeing a lot of -1s as well.
Yeah, I saw some -1 by the time we were like getting on the show.
Yeah, so that's a little concerning.
That's weird.
Maybe lines pulling back to Vandy a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Oh, here we go. Pull up the points real quick.
Yeah, you can take over.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it loaded up. This is interesting. So I'll tell you what we're seeing right here is certainly making me think that this is good for UCLA and good for an under, which I guess also correlates with UCLA. A lot of low props. I mean, we have Timmy who's been dominating. Yes, he is slightly juiced the over, and he's probably going to get his too, but at 18.5 after a couple pretty dominating performances, we see Strother's points are lower again. All these props should be lower because it's a much tougher matchup, obviously defensively, but we see a lot of juice on these unders too, which is pretty interesting. And Hawkes, surprisingly, has not really moved from what his props are.
Damn.
So that's given me maybe a little okay for UCLA, at least controlling this game a little bit. And yeah, you're right, Tiger Rock. They do match up pretty well, which is good. Now that we see some lines, it's kind of reinforcing that a little bit. So I like that.
Okay. UCLA matches up well. Campbell legacy game, sure. Gosh, Tiger Campbell's a dog. Absolute dog. All right. Yeah, that is interesting with those player props, man. That's weird. All right, let's keep moving. But yeah, I don't know what to think about that game right now, guys. The Gonzaga game. I don't know. I'm going to need to keep watching that line move. I mean, you guys know I'm heavily invested in Gonzaga for futures. And they're my winner in my bracket, which is totally caked by now. Doesn't even matter. But a little good sign the line's moving back towards the Zags. But let's see them keep moving. Let's see it keep moving, chat. All right? Let's move on to Friday here. San Diego State and Alabama's. Alabama laying 7.5, Jovan, after opening up a 7-point favorite. So the line's moved a spec towards Bama. Totals moved up maybe a 0.5 point, but nothing crazy in this game. Public, I'd say Bama is a little public, 61% of bets, 53% of handle on the spread, and the ML is getting nuked, obviously. But that's got to be in some greasers and parlays only. What are you thinking about this game, Jovan? I keep going back and forth. Do I want to trust the Mountain West? Is Brandon Miller healthy enough? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I've kept going back and forth too. I mean, the thing that stands out to me, obviously, I know that Princeton probably being a potential player in the path might have something to do with this, but I look and I see Bama minus 150 to win the region. So I mean, not that this necessarily means they cover this game pretty easily, but I just don't see anybody getting in their way. In San Diego State, maybe they can make it a little interesting spread wise, but I don't know if I see it. It's a tough game. It's not one where I'm screaming to make a play on any side, but San Diego State's like, sure, they're going to be physical, but it's again another situation where it's length and athleticism that they haven't really fared well against or even faced like much in general. So I worry about how they're going to hang up. But it's definitely a tough one. I will say this kind of goes along with some of the later games too, like this Texas game. San Diego State's price, I guess this is more based on Xavier than anything. I see Xavier at plus 700 to win that region, and I see San Diego State at plus 550. So it's another thing that kind of feeds into me liking Texas a lot, and I won't go too deep into that, but those are prices that definitely stood out today.
Okay. All right. So you think maybe San Diego State might have a pulse in this one? Better chance than Xavier?
Yeah, I mean, I think they probably hang around that number for a little bit. Whoever pulls away at the end, I don't really know.
Okay. All right. San Diego State shot too good last game. Regression incoming. Yeah, they did shoot really well last game. Okay. Miami and Houston's. I mean, Jovan, my opinion matters 0 in this game, so I'll let you go ahead and take this. But I lean Miami, I guess. But what do you got? What do you like?
Yeah, I kind of do. I mean, I guess I can't do it with this game because it starts first, but between one of these two games where there's going to be a pretty public underdog because it seems like a lot of points between Miami and Princeton, one of them is going to hit. I think they go 1-1. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Miami. I don't really know what to do with this game, too. It's super weird, super frustrating. I do not mind for possible Miami bettors like yourself that it's taking down to 7. I know they've gotten disrespect from the books pretty much all year, even in the tournament too. So to see it creeping their way is probably a good sign, but I really don't know. They're another team who, I mean, they haven't really faced too many really good defenses, so maybe they hold up. I know Sasser's health has been questionable, just in the same realm as Brandon Miller's. So what we get from him, I don't know. He's looked better, but there's always that question in the back of your mind. But this is tough, really tough.
I lean Miami. I don't know if I want to bet it. Whatever I bet in this game's losing, so I probably shouldn't bet it. But chat, what do you guys think? I like Miami though. I just think Miami is continuously undervalued on the spreads. I think they're just mispriced at this point. I think they're very good. And even when guys like when Wong played shitty in round 1, you saw Nigel Pack step up, and then you saw Wong get going in the second round. Right? These guys have plenty of dudes who can step up. They got Jordan Miller, Omier, Beasts, and they've got 2 other guys. I can't remember their names right now, but they play about 6 dudes who are all dogs. All dogs.
I will say
this Miami team is legit. They'll give Houston a run for their money. I really think so.
It concerns me, I guess, a little bit that I saw them play against Drake and Drake defensively, because when they slowed them down, they were taking, frankly, just horrendous shots, and they weren't going in. So, I mean, if Houston controls the tempo from the start, I think they have trouble kind of clawing back in that game. So I think you'll know pretty quickly how that game's going to go.
Okay. Well, you mentioned Miami and Princeton. You think they go 1-2? I hope they go 2-2. I really like Princeton, man. I really like Princeton. Since 2012, double-digit seeds versus non-double-digit seeds in the Sweet 16 are 13-4-1 ATS. According to our guy John Ewing, Princeton laying 9.5. They are the 15 seeds, and they're playing a 6-seeded Creighton. Line's coming down, 10 to 9.5 most places. Is it public? That's the main question. Yeah, Princeton is public, for sure. They're going to be public. They're the Cinderella story. St. Peter's was public. They kept winning. Didn't matter. I think Princeton does it. I think they covered this game. I think it's weird. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I love the points. With Princeton here, I think the magic keeps on rolling. I really do. And I like Princeton. Miami wins, Princeton covers. Wow, dead Larry Bird. Sure.
That would be nuts.
That plays. That plays. Yeah, I love Princeton. Princeton might be the grossest spread on the boards just by looking at the teams. With Creighton playing out of their mind recently, Princeton being Princeton, right? And that spread being lower than 10 is hilarious. I know it's March Madness. I know these games are always closer than they should be, but that is hilarious. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
Creighton looks like the best team in the tournament right now.
I do lean Princeton, and I'll probably end up.
Yeah, you have to, bro. You kidding me? I'll be all over it. FDU covered, sure. They did, yes. They did. They're not ready to go back to the lab just yet. That's facts, bro. You think those guys want to go out in the real world and work these court-pass jobs yet? No, they're not done. Come on. Straight into the Final Four. I mean, probably, dude, but I'll take all Miami bets, DM me for action. Dudes, that's not what I need to hear now, Matt, when I'm trying to finally not fade them every game. Now that Krabs is taking fat points, this is when the -10 hits. Yeah, you know what, Free Dilly? Grow up, okay? How about you turn that frown upside down?
There you go.
Grow up. All right. What else? One more? Texas and Xavier, I believe. You brought up this game a little bit earlier. I think you got a play in it that you like, and it might have to do with the horns. What do you like in here?
I think Texas rolls in this game. Absolutely rolls in this game. I'm still not fully bought into the Xavier train yet. They're like, I mean, I've heard them talked about kind of like Creighton, in the sense that, yeah, they're playing really well, kind of better than like we expected them to from, I guess the middle part of the season is when they really started to kick it up. But Texas, they're a team that matches up with them really well. And the guy that I'm starting to really buy into them is Dylan Dessou, who talk about Fremantle being out being a big issue for Xavier, and it hasn't really seemed like it. I think it's going to seem like it in this game. And Nunchi's been playing fantastic, whether it's on the perimeter or in spots where they've needed him to kind of dominate in the paint too. They've used him well, but Dylan Dessou's been a different animal, and it's allowed Tibby Allen to, I guess, play a little bit more outside of the paint. And he's been a great perimeter defender when they put him out there, as he's been all year. So I think Xavier just gets clamped in this one, and I think Texas rolls. And what I was talking about is the price standing out to me in this when we're talking about winning the region, which, yes, again, Houston being a part of this region should play some part of it. But you see, this is a shorter spread in comparison to, Alabama, San Diego State, some of the other ones that are up there as well, and even like a Tennessee FAU. It's only 4.5, and I see Xavier is sitting plus 700 to win this region, and Texas is only plus 210. So, I mean, out of all of the games, all of the similar matchups here, that is probably the price that makes the least sense to me. So that kind of goes along with the read on the game. So I think they get crushed in this one.
Okay.
And yeah,
I'm seriously considering putting a lot of money on Eastern Kentucky today. ML, any thoughts? I wouldn't fade me a Cleveland step, bro. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, our man was saying in chat too. It could be a definite advantage that they are playing in Kansas City, which is the same place where Texas just went on the run and won the Big 12 championship, and were playing extremely, extremely well just 2 weeks ago. I think that could end up being a legitimate advantage for them to play. It's an arena they shot well in, played well in pretty much every facet just not too long ago. Wouldn't hate that.
Wouldn't hate it one bit.
Yeah.
Somebody asked who we have winning each region. South, I'll probably go with Alabama. Midwest, I'll probably go with Texas. East, I'm going to go Michigan State. Yep. And then West, this one hurts my brain. I'm going to go with my Zags. I'm going to stick with them, although I do think they might lose to UCLA. Whoever wins the Gonzaga-UCLA game. What do you like?
I think I'm pretty with you, other than Kansas State /
right, for Michigan
Tennessee.
State. What about the South, the first one I went over? You like Bama coming out of that?
Yeah. I mean, I think they dominate both those games. Even if they play Creighton, I mean, I'm interested to see what that line would open up at. Because, again, that's one of the prices, too. I mean, Bama being minus 150 with the team looming that's been probably, I mean, you could argue the most impressive in the tournament. sitting minus 150 at the most juice price by far is a little strange.
Did we skip a game? Did we not talk about Arkansas and UConn?
I mean, we kind of glazed over it, saying it was tough. I don't know if you have any certain sides in that game.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We saw the spread go down at 3.5 from the 4 opener for Arkansas, and now it's 4.5, 4 most places. Scares me a little bit. This game, I don't really know what to think. I do think UConn wins this game, but I don't know if they cover. So I don't really know what to do. I don't really want to lay the minus 195 this deep into March.
Yeah.
I know UConn is getting 57% of bets, 75% of handle on the ML. Or sorry, on the spread. ML, they're getting around 70% of handle and bets. So definitely a little public. Definitely some bigger bets going on in the UConn spread, which is a good sign. I want to see this line move towards UConn more. I want to see this line close at 5. I would love to see that. And then if that does, give me the Huskies. All right? But, Jovan, I want to play UConn in some capacity here, I think. I know Arkansas is the team that always gets off to a hot start, right? They're the first half kings. UConn is a slow start king. So maybe we live bet UConn. Maybe we wait because Arkansas goes up early every single game. It's a good live betting game script here.
Perfect.
In this
Yeah,
one.
100%. I agree with that. And I mean, I kind of want to fade Arkansas out of principle after they celebrated like they won the national championship, beating Kansas. I mean, got the must bust running into the stands, taking off his shirt. Like that wasn't a round of 32 game.
First half winner Ark, second half UConn. Yeah, I like that parlay. I don't usually like parlays, Devin, but I like that cheeky little bet they do.
That would be a fun one
on these legal books. Yeah, I like it. Do I think San Diego State can pull off the upset? Josh is asking. I do. I do think they're capable of it. I do. Will my coins be on them, though? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, San Diego State could beat anybody in the freaking country, but they could also lose to anybody in the country when they forget how to shoot. Happens all the time. And they're coming off one of their best shooting games of the year. Like, that scares me a little bit.
That definitely scares me.
Scares me a little bit, yeah. So I don't know, man. Texas, Bama, Emma parlay, sure. Sure.
I mean, to be honest with you, with Texas, it's not just because I think they roll, but I don't see a point in taking the spread. I think if they don't,
I go Bama, UConn, ML.
If they don't, if Texas doesn't cover that game, I think they lose outright. I don't think it's going to be close if they win.
Maybe Bama, UConn, ML. What does that even pay? Minus 105.
It's not bad.
Sure.
Why don't you tack the Oilers money line on that for today?
Add the Oilers in there too. What are they minus in bazillions?
Yeah, like minus 500.
Okay, minus 510. Sure. Will it even let me fucking add that in here? It probably will.
Yeah, it probably will.
For shits and gigs. Oh, they're only 450 on here. Are you kidding me? That's a good line. Damn, look, it does juice it up. Look at that.
There you go.
105 to 140. I mean, they're going to lose, but.
Nah, I'm taking the minus 2.5.
What?
Man, can't take. Yeah, I'm serious.
Can't take the 1.5, yeah.
Yeah, it's minus 180, 190.
Okay. Do you want to talk about some hockey?
We can. I mean, there's only 2 games. That's one of them.
Sure. Bingo.
Yeah, but I will be taking their puck line, the actual puck line, or not the actual puck line, the 2.5, because I'm not going to mess around taking a minus 180. But it's a game where I wouldn't mind. I mean, one of these big favorites kind of scoring first has happened a shit ton. So if you can get 1.5 live at like a normal price, which I will probably be looking to do, it's probably what I'm going to do. But I'm going to take the 2.5 pregame just because I want to make sure that I'm in on it. It's been really good. So I don't usually like laying just these big favorites to kind of take care of business significantly, but I'm going to today because the Yotes have been good. I think they've won, 3 or 4, which is very good for them and this Oilers team. I'm just looking at a lot of the lines. I don't know if you can pull those up, like their team totals and everything that's up there, but it's extremely aggressive against a Coyotes team who like they've been good. Other than the loss against the Jets, they had won 4 in a row right before that. Some of them against good teams, some of them not. But go to the top. I guess you can see that too. But yeah, go to the top.
What
Click
are we looking for here?
the right arrow, and keep going until you see team totals.
Sure.
So plus 125 for over 2.5 for the Yotes. Definitely stood out. I know they're coming off of a game on the road where, yes, they're different on the road. They're not the same team at home. I get it. But other than that game, they've been putting the puck in the net. Right before this game, 4-3, 4-5. Some of them against decent defenses too. And then I look at the Oilers, and minus 125 for the over 4.5 is crazy. I know what they did in the first game. I think it was like 8-3. Kind of expecting something similar now. And yes, the Oilers have been putting up goals, but again, Yotes have been better. They've kind of been like in their mini Canuck stretch. So I think they just beat the living piss out of the Yotes today.
Okay, and you're gonna take what, the minus 2.5 skis here?
Yep, I'm gonna take the minus 2.5, and I'm going to. I mean, if the Yotes score first, which wouldn't shock me whatsoever, I'm going to look to get the regular puck line live. I mean, that 2.5 has even been moving since I looked at it this morning.
It's man.
Grooving.
Jesus. Wild. What was this at earlier today?
It was just minus 110, minus 115, pretty much everywhere.
Jeez, man. Get it while it's hot. Get it while it's hot, chat. What about this game?
Yeah, this is another one where I didn't really know what to do with it. I know I saw some guys in chat talking about Penn's TTO, which I don't mind either, especially the fact that I'm backing the Oilers. It's not that it's kind of the same circumstance, but I don't want both favorites to win, really. So if anything, I would ride with them in Penn's TTO. Haven't really heard the sell job or whatever in it, but I don't mind that. Avs have been extremely hot. The Pens haven't been scoring goals whatsoever. They just haven't been good in general. Maybe they bust out of the funk a little bit tonight on the road where nobody would really expect them to do it. And yeah, Jengis, they've lost 4 in a row. They've been terrible. So wouldn't be shocked to see a little bounce back here. Pretty bullish on taking anything though. I think I'm just going to ride with the Oilers in whatever form I can get.
Okay. All right. 2.5. Are you going to be sprinkling 3.5, 4.5 on the Oilers?
I might do 3.5. But I mean, I'm more focused on the 2.5, and then again, the Yotes scoring first would not surprise me at all. They do this shit all the time, and then I can get the 1.5 normal puck line at a normal price, most likely.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go to the NBA for a sec, huh?
Yeah, let's do that. What do you like there?
I don't like the Wizards.
Don't.
Do you?
I mean, no, not particularly.
No Kuz. No Kuz, no thank you. I like your Heat. I like your Heat today.
I do like the Heat.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I mean, the Knicks have been – I know they've, I guess, kind of slipped up since their kind of initial hot streak, but they've been all right. And the Heat, that team just frustrates me, and I know they've been playing a little better, I guess you could say, too, but so up and down. Whenever I see them on the road or at home favored with these one of short spreads against a team who's, I guess, been playing a little better than them, it always perks an eye. So I definitely could get down with the Heat. False receipt. Bucks minus 20 all. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking the Bucks today. Minus 18.
You're taking the Bucks minus 18, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a crazy freaking spread, dude. 18 points. Are you kidding me? I mean, the Spurs are just they're calling it. They're packing it.
Well, yeah, they're like super injured, I think, too, and it's not like they've been playing too well in terms of like I know they've got some wins. We talked about it yesterday against like teams as big underdogs, but they've been getting these large spreads, I guess, and covering some of them. Last night, They got drilled by the Pelicans, just like I was kind of expecting. They lost by like almost 40, but minus 18 is extremely wild. Like at that point, that's one of the bigger NBA spreads that I've seen in quite some time. And again, it's not for no reason, but I'll lay the 18 with the Bucks.
Okay. Nuts. Crazy spread. I don't want to forget about this one, though, that we passed over. The Warriors and the Mavs. I don't know who's playing for the Mavs tonight. I don't know who's out, whatever, but Golden State stinks on the road. We know that. They're coming off a nice little win on the road, though, for sure. Shout out Clay in that one.
Yep.
But do we know who's playing for Dallas tonight?
No,
I'm looking it up.
It's a good question.
Looks like Luka and Kyrie are both game time. Luka probable, Kyrie questionable.
Kyrie's been playing, I think, so I don't know what the deal is with him. But if it's Kyrie and Luka both playing, probably gonna have to give the Warriors a look. And I guess that line's starting to move a little back because I think it's a pick 'em now. I think Golden State was favored earlier, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe that has to do with both of them being in. I don't know. But if it is, count me in with the Warriors, most likely.
Okay. Yeah, I like the Warriors. That was my point. Would love for both those guys to play. Would love that.
Yeah.
And have that line hold. Okay. What else? These games are crust. What about the Bulls?
Yeah, I mean,
Don't let the Bulls get hot.
They just beat the 76ers on the road. What was it, 2 days ago? And I know it was like an overtime game or whatever. It was the biggest story ever. People were saying it in chat that Embiid, that was his first ever loss against the Bulls, which was what everybody was betting on the first time, that he wasn't going to lose to the Bulls. And now we see them on the road back to, minus 3.5. So wouldn't hate the 76ers.
Wow. Bulls maybe looks too easy. Bulls have beaten them the last 2 times these guys have played this year. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Anything in Houston, Memphis, or no?
I mean, I'm kind of on the fade the Rockets train. I don't know if I'm going to do it with the Grizz tonight, but it's probably they either lose by 30 or win outright there. Well, I'm probably not going to play anything.
Okay. Yeah, that's sketchy spread. Chat, what do you guys like in the NBA tonight? I like the Lakers tonight, but I don't know if I want to play them. So feel free to talk me out of that if you want.
So is that true? No Harden tonight? Is that true, Devin?
Let me check.
There's no
Harden. Game time decision, questionable tag on a Wednesday.
Yeah, if he doesn't play, I'll be all Team Sixers.
Okay. PJ Tucker also questionable too.
Oh, now I'm off.
Bro, the Spurs. This is nuts. Let me see if I can pull this up because it'd be better if I can show you. Look at this freaking Spurs lineup. Game time decision.
That's wild.
I mean, what? These are a lot of the same players. I don't know why they're listed twice.
Yeah.
But my goodness, man, Spurs are packing up shop. How's my guy Sokan doing? He's having a good year. Sure.
I
like him. All right, let's wrap up some of these NBA games. Westbrook revenge game tonight. Ooh, Kirk Chris is transferring. Wow. And yeah, where is Fat Girls Inc? We need him.
Kirk Chris.
Where's Fat Girls Inc? We need him. Come on. Where's he at?
Is that true? Though? Anthony Edwards and Cat are returning for the T-Wolves tonight. You said?
Oh. Could be.
Returning to the T-Wolves, and what are they, plus Hawks are
They're
plus 4.5 on the road.
Yep.
That could intrigue me. I wonder what the splits are on that one.
Let's see. I got them right here, brother. We've got T-Wolves. Where are they at? No. 45% of bets, 50% of handle on the spread, 53% of bets, 56% of handle on the ML, but we got 2 up arrows on the spread. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing more bets coming in with that news on the T-Wolves,
Oh
right?
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. If that just got announced, you're going to see more
Yeah.
bets coming in, right? Okay. What do you think about the Lakers tonight, man? I need to know because I want to bet the NBA tonight potentially. I know the Lakers are on late. The Lakers are absolute cake. Absolute cake. What's the situation with Ja tonight? Is he missing one more game?
Is he back too?
I don't think so. I think he's missing another game. But I'm looking right now. He might be back. He's off the injury report for Wednesday. Wow, he's back.
Hmm.
He's willing to come off the bench as he works on reconditioning, following a multi-week absence.
Oh,
So his
dude.
workload may be initially restricted. So I would not be taking his points today, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Trent doesn't like to hear that.
Comes off the bench, I'm in
That's
piss.
up to go well.
Oy, oy, oy.
You hate to see that.
That's so beat because those counts, those minutes count.
Yeah, those minutes count.
Oh,
That's tough.
maybe he'll go bonkers. I still think he might go bonkers when he comes back, whether he's minutes restricted or not.
Yeah, I think you will.
Piss Morant, sure. Piss Trent, sure. Darn. Yeah, that stinks, Trent. Lakers, Jovan, you keep dancing around. Are you scared?
Well, I was seeing some injury report stuff or whatever because Chad was
Mm.
saying there's no Aiden for the Suns tonight, apparently, which could keep me off. I don't know if he's been out or whatever it is because I do remember thinking that I've seen him out for the last couple of games. I could be wrong on that,
I'm pulling it up.
or at least the last game I know for sure he did not
Second
play.
straight.
Okay.
Bismack
Yeah.
Biyombo's about to start. He'll probably drop 20 in 10.
Yeah, I would really have liked if they did not have Booker points in the Super Goats, low key.
Oh.
Low key, I don't hate that.
Hmm.
Don't hate that.
Ja will have a 50 burger at some point. Gonna need it.
Yeah.
Gonna need it.
Trent's gonna need that one bad.
Come on. Let the good guys win one.
CP3
Come on.
fouls over. Yeah, that's soaring.
What the?
Scott Foster.
Court meeting, so I'm late. Sure. Well, we're gonna do the squad ride here in 5 minutes, so I'll update you on everything, my man. 50 burger, sure. All right. Lakers, yes or no?
Good until I see confirmation on who the hell is playing.
Okay. Fair. Just joined late. Can we do a recap of NBA plays? Sure. I like the Heat. I like the Warriors potentially, especially if the Mavs 2 stars play. Luka, who I think is going to play, and if Kyrie plays too. I like the Warriors, unless they move to like +3 or some shit. I think we like the 76ers, especially if Harden's out, right? Spread. And then, Jovan, you like the Bucks spread. I'm seeing that down to 17.5 now, back to the opener.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Potentially the Hawks, right?
Yeah, could definitely get involved with the Hawks. Bucks and
The
the
Hawks.
Bucks and Hawks are probably my 2 favorites right now.
Okay. I also like Buck spread, sure. We love that too, my man. Love that too. Heard the AD stubbed his toe. Oh, I heard Anthony Davis stubbed his toe and got out of bed this morning. That's a geek. I was like, what athletic director are you hearing about stubbing his toe? Why does that matter? Krabs is on the Mavs today? No. No Mavs. Bucks ML VIP premium, sure, that plays. But why do we like the Hawks? Well, if the T-Wolves' 2 best players are returning tonight and that spread hasn't moved and the public keeps coming in on them and that spread ends up going down to 4, which I am seeing some 4s, that's a little weird to me. So I'll probably be on the Hawks there. Right?
There we go.
Wolves haven't won a home game in a few weeks. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
no.
last time the Hawks were on the road, they lost as 10-point favorites outright to the Spurs. So I'm good. I'm good to take the Hawks.
Okay. All right, bruh. Why don't you like the Lakers, dude?
I mean, there's just a lot of personnel stuff going on with that game. I'm gonna wait. 'Cause, I mean, that's what the last game of the day, I assume.
Yeah. It's not like the freaking Suns have been playing well either.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's a lot going on both sides. And I mean, the Lakers have
Mm.
been still a little resurgence. I know not everybody's been healthy, but been getting slurped by the media a little bit.
Clanmacher gets it. Hawks just lost by 20 to the Wolves as well. Sure.
Exactly.
Okay. If Kyrie plays, Dubs losing. Sure. Bismack Biamba masterclass. I could see it. I could see it. I could. Somebody hopped in and said they missed out on the NIT recap. We can kind of go over it real quick as we prepare for the squad ride. All right. I'm on the under in this game. I have under 133.5. Lean Charlotte, Jovan, you lean Charlotte and Eastern Kentucky on team total under.
Yep.
Okay. I'm on UAB. It looks like they're back to -1. Good sign there. I'm on UAB. I am on Utah Valley. I'm on UAB +1 and Utah Valley ML -115. Jovan, you like anything / you going to be on anything in those two games?
Definitely going to be on the couple props. Go find real quick. Trey Jameson, I will be on his boards, and Taron Lawrence, I will be on his points. That's easily what I like the most. That independent of a side and total in that game, but I'm with you pretty much on the sides there.
Okay.
Oh, and yeah, I forgot this too. This is another reason why I'm taking the Oilers quite a bit today. There's only one favorite in the 13 games covered the puck line. So you only got 2 games today. Somebody's got to do it. And I would appreciate if they
you
did.
took every dog puck line yesterday, you went 12-1.
Yeah.
On the ice.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
+1.5 were printing yesterday.
Well, good call on the Blue Jackets, although it was always ML.
It was always ML, but I mean for the squad ride, I had to keep it. Nobody's tapping into Blue Jackets money line on the squad.
Great bet. I know chat really wanted Team Japan, but glad you got us a winner as well. Okay. People forget that hit too, and I hit a sneak parlay on the under and the freaking Team Japan. Sure.
People do forget.
Yeah. All right. Well, have you covered everything from your best bets? I'm pretty sure you have. Although, yeah you have. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and I did as well. My 3 favorite plays would be the 3 college plays we just went over. Charlotte, Eastern Kentucky, under 133.5. UAB ML. And Utah Valley ML. Although I think I'm on UAB +1. Yes, +1.
There we go.
And then, Jovan, you've got Edmonton -2.5 on the ice. You've got the Bucks -17.5. And you've got Lawrence over 18 points.
Yeah.
Sure. Love it. All right. Chat, what are your guys' favorite plays of the day today? Favorite plays today? Hit me with them. Go. Hurry up.
D-man, I don't have any spring training stuff for you, bro.
UAB back to -1. Let's go. Come on. Heat ML, Sixers -3.5. Suns ML, Pens, team total over. Aaron Judge over home runs. Jengis, grow up.
Mods.
Grow up. You know we're not taking that.
There you go.
Gosh. Hawks, yep.
Yep, there you go.
Warriors ML, sure. Looks like chat was listening today. Good. Good. We got some time today, guys, which is nice. So tomorrow will be more fleshed out and, more locked into these games with better games on. Today, we're looking at a lot of the future stuff. So weird day today for sports, but thank God only one more day until Sweet 16's back. All right?
Yeah.
Huge.
People sleep. I mean, baseball starting up next week.
Can we talk CBB futures? And yeah, baseball does start next week. My ass will be at opening day. We're going to have to do BTL probably another time, or maybe you run it and I hop in hammered after doing the 10-10-10 challenge again or some shit.
There you go.
Baseball starts up on Thursday. Any Nats fans in here? Anybody going to opening day? Let me know in chat. My ass will be there probably the whole weekend to be honest with you. It's weird. We have a game on Thursday and then no game Friday. I don't know why they do like that day off after opening day for a lot of these teams. Super weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Super weird. When are y'all doing MLB Goat Wheel Spaces on Thursday? Tomorrow we're doing that, right?
Possibly. Yeah.
Possibly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I talk?
We're doing that this week.
Again?
We're doing that this week. All right.
I don't know if I have
Cash,
a
Nats, Nerfy, needed a sweat. Still got. Why didn't you tell me? What? You know I would have wrote. God. Somebody asked about CBB futures. I got a bunch of futures in. Creighton, Miami, TCU, Arkansas, Gonzaga, Michigan State. Those ones are all off.
I think TCU should be a good look.
That one's dead. Smell ya. So we got one down. We got 5 others. I also have a Clippers future. That's a good luck.
Yeah, that should pay.
7-1. That was a good bet preseason. God, what am I doing? Arkansas just paid out. Sure.
There you go.
Well, it'll be pretty impressive if I don't have at least one of these teams in the finals. It'll be pretty impressive. So probably coming, but we'll see. Hopefully, I get one of those teams in there and I could hedge or something. All right. Would we like to win the whole thing?
Oof.
You can pick one team right now to win the whole shebang. Who are you taking?
See, like, it's not because I think they're the best team. It's just the path. Like, I think it's at this point Bama, but I love Texas. Love Texas. And Kansas State, obviously, but they got to get through Bama to get there.
Yeah, I think Michigan State wins the whole thing. Maybe I'm smoking crack. I don't know. But I like Michigan State. I'm going to be smoking on that K-State little baby pack.
We'll make sure to tag you in the video once they drop it after they win tomorrow.
It sucks because I love that team, and they do have a Hokie on there, Dave, who's been incredible for K-State. Let's not kid ourselves here. He's been great for them. He didn't even play at VT. Like he was nothing. Glad he's got an opportunity. He's making the most of it. But I mean, the little baby clips are absolutely electric. Of coach getting involved too. It's like, how do you not like that team or root for him?
Yeah,
that's what makes it really tough. But we'll see. We'll see. Dave used to kill me at BT. Sure.
Need a Noah legacy game back in his hometown.
Yeah, we'll see. That's going to be a public narrative.
Well, you got one on the other side too. What's his name is also from the city. Tyson Walker.
Really? He's from New York?
Yeah.
Okay. He plays like he's from New York. That dude's a dog. He's awesome. I'm telling you, man, Michigan State, this team is playing their best ball right now. They do this all the time in March. Ty Walker, I mean, I wouldn't want to get in that kid's way. Incredible. Hauser, consistent old dude who needs to figure it out from 3. I trust him, though. I mean, Hogart, Akins, those guards have stepped up immensely. Hall has stepped up his game recently. Sissoko's a dog. I mean, that's pretty much it. I didn't know Coach Izzo's son is actually on this team, too. Steven Izzo, bro. You want to see this kid?
Oh, yeah, we got to.
I didn't know that he had his son on the team. I know a lot of these coaches do this, and a lot of them don't talk about it. But, yeah, no free ads, but worth it. I mean, yeah, that's definitely his son.
Yep.
Looks like he smoked some Pure before the freaking picture, bro. Straight up. He's got 2 games played on the road this year. Does he have any points? He's got a rebound.
There you go. He's got 1 board.
Don't let Steven Izzo get hot.
2 boards.
He's got 2 boards. And a foul. Sure.
Averaging more fouls than points. It's crazy.
Give me a break. He looks like he took a gummy before that picture. Sure.
It's wild.
Steven Izzo looks like the kind of guy who's played some bets and watching the stream. Yeah. I agree, chat.
Yeah,
I agree. All right. Steven Izzo has MSU minus 2.5. I agree. Best water filler up in the country? Sure. Did not know Barry Sanders' kid plays for Michigan State. Yeah, he does. That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
I'm in a knockout pool. My choices are Arkansas, Gonzaga, UCLA. Thoughts?
Knockout pool? Oof. Hmm.
That's tough, man. I mean, I would go Michigan State. That's my favorite play of the week, but Jovan's going to freak out, so.
I mean, out of those, I'll go UCLA, but it's a tough 4.
Pots up to 5K. I like Michigan State, man. I'm not scared by Jovan and his smart brain. I'm not scared.
Shouldn't be. Use your own brain.
Sure. All right. Squad ride. Let's go. Come on. And yeah, Trent, I love it too, man. Love when the squad ride gets chirped all day and then we hit a couple in a row and then Jovan comes on the next day and gets to talk shit. It's my favorite part of BTL too.
Well, he's
we're
talking
sweeping
about
this week.
The screenshots, which are funny.
Oh, yeah. 100%. No chance this will hit, right?
People can like fade it all they want, but if you talk shit under the post, you better make sure you're right. That's the funny part.
Sure.
That's what I enjoy.
Put the Sixers in there. We got to figure out what we want to do about NBA. All right?
Yeah.
Guys, make sure you guys are following us on Picket, okay? Follow us on Picket. Download Pickets. Mods, if we can get the fucking Picket thing in chat. Actually, I just did it. Make sure you guys download Pickets. Use code Chelly. Use code Jovan, all right? But more importantly, just track your bets and keep yourselves accountable so you don't lose all your coins in 2023, all right? Can't be having people going homeless, all right? Awesome. Good work, mods. And yeah, props.cash as well, please. If you guys support us, if you watch our streams every day, if you're betting prize picks, if you do those two things, you need to get a props.cash account and start grinding with us. Jovan is freaking 9-1 in his last 10 props because he's been looking at props.cash and it's been blessing up. You guys need to check it out. Yeah, use code Krabs. Sure. Use code Buckets. All right, props.cash. Okay. Awesome. All right, squad ride. We move. Jovan, you want to put in that hockey play -2.5? Let's go with that.
Yeah, I'm cool to put that in. Put that in. I do want to put the rebound prop in the voting too.
Wow, you like it that much?
Yeah, I think it's just like so much upside with it in terms of like if he goes over, I think he goes over by a lot. It's the formula.
Okay. Well, whose rebounds was it?
Trey Jamison, over 9.
Okay. I mean, if you really like it that much, we will put it in there 100%. We're trying to sweep this week. I don't care what the hell the play is. I don't care if it's freaking overnight Russian ping pong. We've been there before. We'll do it again.
Yeah, we will.
Okay. I want to put in UAB and Utah Valley.
Okay.
But if you have one you don't like or one you prefer a lot more, tell me.
No, we can put both of them in.
Do you like that? Do you like that Charlotte under or no?
I do.
Do you like that better than UAB or Utah Valley?
No.
Okay.
I like the other ones more.
Okay, we'll go ML for both. UAB ML, Utah Valley ML.
Yeah, do that, and then we can finalize on what one of these NBA plays that we like the most.
Okay. NBA, you said?
Well, yeah, because what is that for? We have?
We could do the Heat. We could do Golden State. We could do Philly. We could do the Bucks. We could do Atlanta. We could do the Lakers. A lot of picks. But I'd be down to go between your two favorites. What was it, Milwaukee and Philly?
Milwaukee and Atlanta.
Oh.
Because Philly, like, I mean, I like, but I'd rather wait until we find out the definite Harden status. I know it's he's not going to play, but I don't want to put it in the squad ride and then he's magically playing.
Okay. You do have to take risks in life, though.
I know. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to take a risk.
You do.
Okay. All right. Just making sure you know. We could go Atlanta.
I'm cool with Atlanta.
What's the bid in that game? We've got fucking... I'm pulling up the lineups just to make sure we're not missing anything. Cat and who's
Edwards.
back?
And Edwards, yeah.
Okay. Ant's still game time, but...
Even if it's just Cat, I don't really even mind, but it seemed like it's going to be both.
Okay. Let's go with the Hawks And I think somebody in chat earlier said the Hawks lost by 20 the last time these guys played earlier this year. So these guys played literally a week ago. And the Hawks lost by 20. 21. Yeah. They got 21. All right. We'll go ATL plus 4.5. So we got Edmonton minus 2.5 on the ice. That's gross. We've got Trey Jameson over 9 rebounds. You might not know who that is. Don't care. It's hitting. We've got UAB ML. We've got Utah Valley ML. And we've got Atlanta plus 4.5. My contact is fucking up my eye right now. Jesus. 5 plays, 5 winners. I can't even see right now in my eye. Holy shit. What the hell's going on? 5 plays, 5 winners. I can't see. Oh my goodness. What is in my eye, dude? All right, we're back. Holy smokes. Like a freaking rock in my eye. All right, Ant may not play. Yeah, I know. Ant may not play, but it's looking like they got at least one guy back. One guy back. Okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
I would never sub up to this. Well, that's on you, my man. That's on you. Don't complain about the ads then. It's literally $5. You that broke? Come on. Grow up. Portland, Utah. I don't love anything in that. Do you?
No,
it's one game we didn't talk about.
I'm good on everything Jazz at this point.
Okay.
I've been burned by them, but it's just they're so frustrating to read.
Fuck. Okay. All right. Well, we got the squad right up. Go vote. Go, go, go. Hurry up. Go, go, go. We're running out of time. Run out of time. Get your votes up. Get your numbers up. All right. Who am I voting for? Looks like UAB ML's winning. Shocker. It's honestly the one I did not want to win because that's the most public one on there, and now it's going to win. Sure. But hey, all these 5 plays are winning. Come on. These are all hit. What are you voting for?
I voted for the Hawks.
Okay. I voted for Utah Valley. That's my favorite play today. Had to get my numbers up. Sure. Is Ja playing tonight? Yep, but he might be coming off the bench. Haven't hit a squad ride in weeks. I should have to watch ads as a punishment. God damn it, Jeremy. We've hit 2 already this week, bro. Come on. We're sweeping this week. What's up, boys? What's up, Snatch? How we doing?
Snatch.
Hurry up and vote. Go, go, go. There's no time. UAB. Shocker. The Blazers. Jelly Walker. How you doing? I think the Wizards are worth a play. No, the Wizards should never be bet on. Okay, let me get one thing on record here. The Wizards suck. And they're not here to win. They're here to have fun. They're here to have a good time. They're here to party. That's what the Wizards are here for. They're here to put up some points. Offense. Put on a show. They're not here to win. All right? Stop betting on them. Okay? They stink. Lisa Ann just liked and responded to your tweet. Let's go. Yeah, guys, make sure you check out that video that Trent and Mikey posted where they're interviewing Lisa Ann. Absolutely electric. Absolutely electric. I've got a 2-teamer. You're going to have to place tomorrow, Krabs, and I'm going to hate it. All right, bring it tomorrow, all right? And make sure you guys stay on here for Trent's surgical stream in a minute. All right? We've got our 3rd squad ride of the week. It's about to be our 3rd winner. UAB, the Blazers, and Jelly Walker on the ML tonight. All right? And then we'll be back on here tomorrow, same time, same place, going over the Sweet 16, diving in, all right? Finding winners, doing the work so you guys don't have to. All right? That's what we're here for. Okay? We'll be back tomorrow with some heat. After starting 3-0 this week on Squad Rides, Jovan, why not us? Why not us?
Why not?
All right, bro. Catch you guys.